dragon pet, and I think this is something Keith was working on.
Yeah, Keith
correct?
was working on it. He started it a long time ago and then sort of put it down and restarted recently because we were kind of getting to this skeleton shape and we're working on pets and things like that.
So this will be a little pet.
Well, this
I want
is
him to
the
like
pseudo.
sit on your shoulder.
This is the pseudo dragon.
This is the pseudo dragon.
This is the pseudo dragon from Kickstarter.
Yep.
So those of you who own this little dude, he's going to be flying around near your head as you walk around in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things are awesome. Yeah, we have the Fae Beast, basically the first one sort of working off that skeleton.
And you'll get to see
It's
that
gonna be
Fae
awesome.
Beast on Christmas, so stay tuned.
Oh, that's
you
true.
don't get to see it. Sorry, I'm not trying to spoil
No,
your
it's
good
okay,
stuff.
it's
All right.
okay.
Somebody
Give a little
said.
teaser
Somebody
of it.
said Dracarys.
It is, yeah, very much.
It does kind of give you those vibes, but we had that out. I don't know if we had that out around, I don't know what year you guys put that out.
2017. Yeah, it was out there.
Yeah, Keith had just done that Elder Dragon, and then he was still on that Dragon King.
The
He's
Elder-
like, "Oh, I'll
the
get
Elder
another one
Dragon
going." Yeah, they're great.
It's so amazing.
Yeah, Keith's
People
very
loved it.
talented.
And then, of course, moving from there, we have the Mantle of the Silver Temple, which is a headpiece that you can wear.
Yes. Yeah, I was doing some scheduling and some other stuff, and then I just grabbed this. You know, we have a nice backlog of items, so whenever I feel like, I'm like, oh, I could take a break from something organic and do something more, you know, weapon or armor related, I just do a quick task.
Yeah, I just quickly make
I
these
just
things.
quickly
It's,
get that
no
out of the
problem.
way. Yeah, well, creatures take forever, but yeah, this one was really fun, and I've kind of seen this concept floating around for a while.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
this was the concept, and I think the other one was the final.
yeah, the other one was the final piece. I think I got pretty close.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
very
final.
close.
That's the in-game asset. So I think I got it right on for the most part.
It's really
But
good.
yeah, I've been looking at this one for a while, and I just had a couple days where it's in between stuff, like bigger tasks.
I don't know
was
if
like,
Stephen
oh, yeah,
wants
let
to
me
give a little
grab
insight
that.
into the lore of these types of things. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, these types of headdresses oftentimes, you know, demonstrate a position and or lineage that the character, backstory for the character, you know, kind of where they came from, what inherited pieces they received from their family, the type of accolades they may have received in, you know, participating in certain groups and or militaries in the past. You know, this particular follows the lineage of worshippers kind of the moon and the stars, a more celestial oriented type of backstory. So you know, it's cool to see these types of headpieces not just constrained to what we typically see helmets are on the head per se, but rather this one kind of has that
Like
kind
that,
of magical
like,
feeling where it's
yeah.
floating
Yeah.
behind your head. I think it's a really cool silhouette even to see behind a character, and it's unique in that sense that you don't really often see in other games.
and you get to keep your hair.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
if
that's
you have a
right.
hairstyle you really like, then you don't have to like cover it.
Yeah, and I spruced up the back a little because when I originally made it, I was running around. I'm like, oh yeah, you never see the front. I'm like, I better make the back a little more interesting.
Well, you will when you're turning your character
Yeah,
into a
yeah.
gnome, but yeah.
Listen, it's important when everyone
Most of the
else
time
sees.
you're running.
Everyone else
Yeah,
sees
yeah.
it though. They know.
Now, one of the cool things that I was thinking about for this particular piece, this was one of the accessory items that we had in one of our months, I think,
Yeah,
a
we
year
had
ago
lore
or
in
so.
it. It was
But-
this year.
Oh, is this year? Okay.
I think so. I remember
but
seeing
this,
it. It was a year ago.
one thing that might be cool with regards to this, and we'll see if we can get this working, which I think we can. But when your character does, you know, a cast or an ability or something, to have that moon piece actually light up or glow.
Oh yeah, I want to get Jim. You know,
Yeah.
we need effects pass.
Oh
on this.
yeah, absolutely.
That would be
So
really
that
cool.
way, this is not just a static, you know, cosmetic piece on the body, but rather kind of dynamic
A
in
part
what
of
you're
you,
doing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That would take a lot more, but
Mhm.
it would be really cool. And then, of course, we have the Dune Wing Falcon. So we have many creatures who have multiple wings.
Yes.
Which is going to be
Yes.
interesting. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But now you're going to kind of get to see how this one. So this is the model process first of seeing how this creature looks with this double set of wings that we have.
Yeah, and this is the high poly sculpt that I was talking about earlier. Jincy did this, so that I think that's probably around 14 to 20 million polygons for that
Jeez.
bird. You know, obviously a game engine can't handle that, so she reduced it to around 10,000.
I was gonna say
From 20 million. Yeah, now you can see how it comes out though. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
look how gorgeous that is.
And it's another one where she's taken this from concept through modeling. She rigged it. She's animating it. So this
That's
is a
so
full piece of hers again, like the Day Strider.
Jinxie's amazing.
Yeah,
And
it's impressive.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, you don't find a lot of artists that can animate
I mean,
as well.
you know, the cool thing about, so, I mean, just to give everybody context, and I know we might have said this in the past, but the cool thing about, you know, going through the production line of these creatures and cosmetics from our, what we call our promise list, which is basically rewards from Kickstarter or the monthly cosmetics, is they all fit within the master category of content that we're creating for the game, right? And we utilize those creatures and cosmetics to kind of set the tone for the varying cosmetics and creatures that we intend to have that are in the game that are a part of that production line. But here you can get a glimpse of just of the quality of art that's going to be in the game. I know MMORPGs in general have had, a period of time where, we're playing a lot of older games that came out 10 plus years ago.
I've worked on them.
Right. Yeah. But just to see the quality, that Ashes is going to debut, I'm really excited about, because I know, game mechanics are really where the central point of, the gameplay is, but it's really nice to have accompanying great game mechanics is great art. And the team here at Intrepid makes really great art, and it's going to make a very immersive quality to the actual MMORPG, so that you can really get, into the world you're a part of.
Yeah. And we also can use these as and create variants from these that are also in the
totally. And we're going to make a ton of regular 2-winged bird creatures from the same skeleton setup and animation setup. So again, this will save time on owls, hawks, anything moving forward. We don't have to use all 4 wings.
I think we have a video of this guy in game,
we have
don't we?
We have 2 videos.
Oh, nice.
So this is the first video. So we'll let that play and we can talk over it. But
so here you can see the actual person's flying the character.
It's more like a monster coin style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So as you guys know, we do have a monster coin system. So a lot of times when we show the models in the game per se, we kind of inhabit the model and show off. It doesn't necessarily mean you can become this model, but that's the perspective you'll see.
Allows us to make videos. And this is, I think, just Jinsey quickly.
Yeah, and a lot of the animals she's been focusing on right now are for the pet system part of it. And now she's actually starting in on the whole NPC path, so it can attack and take damage and dodge and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. And that little lag was because it started looping the video. So if we can go to the next video, there we go.
And here's just to give you perspective, to the size and ratio of the model itself to a character, right? Mm-hmm. So, for this particular cosmetic pet, this guy's not going to have obviously any in-game relevance with regards to mechanics and or combat. Rather, we don't sell the pay-to-win aspect in anything that we do. So instead, he kind of just flies around and hangs around with you, and there'll be a little bit of interaction that's available, perhaps, where, the pets will be able to do something with your character. And animation team's great on coming up with stuff like that.